Have you ever wondered which is the biggest bull on the planet? Some are so enormous they seem bigger than cars. Others possess brute strength worthy of a mythological creature. In this visual journey, we'll introduce you to the 12 most impressive bulls in the world. Colossal breeds, enormous muscles, and horns that defy logic. From the icy plains of Scotland to the jungles of Southeast Asia, these giants walk with power. Are you ready to meet them? But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now, let's get started. Number 12. Hereford, the classic British beef bull. Imagine yourself in a green field in England with the morning mist still over the grass, and suddenly a red and white mass walks calmly toward you. It's a Hereford. This iconic breed, originating from Herefordshire County, not only represents livestock tradition, but is also one of the most popular breeds for meat production worldwide. An adult Hereford bull can weigh between 1,000 and 1,100 kilos with a compact build, muscular loin, and deep chest. Its most recognizable feature is its white face and calm expression, giving it the appearance of a wise grandfather of the field. But don't be fooled by its tranquility. These bulls are as tough as rocks. They adapt easily to temperate and cold climates and are famous for thriving on pastures where other breeds fail. That's why you can find them from southern Chile to the Canadian plains. A Welsh farmer shared that his old Hereford Tommy survived 3 brutal winters without shelter, yet still produced strong calves every season. Its naturally marbled meat is juicy, tender, and flavorful, conquering gourmet markets across Europe. Now we travel north to the rugged and misty lands of Scotland, where the wind blows relentlessly and snow falls without warning, a place ruled by a creature that seems straight out of a Celtic legend. Number 11. Highland, the hairy knight of the mountains. When it comes to resilience, rustic elegance, and adaptation to extreme climates, no cattle breed embodies these qualities like the Highland, the iconic Scottish bull. Originating from the Highlands of Scotland, this breed is easily recognized by its thick, long coat, which can range from deep red to jet black or gleaming gold, providing not only a majestic appearance, but also a natural barrier against the cold and cutting winds of the Scottish mountains. The Highland bull is a true example of natural engineering. Adult males can reach 900 kilos in weight and up to 1.40 meters at the shoulder, exhibiting a compact, muscular, and balanced body structure that gives them both strength and agility on rugged terrain. Their long, curved horns, projecting impressively from their heads, serve as multifunctional tools, digging through snow for pasture, defending against predators, and establishing social hierarchy within the herd. Each bull is simultaneously a guardian, worker, and born survivor. Despite its intimidating appearance, the Highland has a surprisingly gentle and friendly nature, captivating farmers for centuries. Scottish breeders often refer to it as the hairy knight of the herd for its calm presence, loyalty, and ability to interact harmoniously with humans and other animals. This combination of physical strength and gentle temperament has made the Highland indispensable for managing herds in harsh climates with limited pasture. The Highland's climatic adaptation is legendary. Its thick coat contains layers of soft, oily undercoat that repel water, ice, and wind, while the longer outer layer protects against scratches, branches, and light impacts. This structure allows the animal to remain active even during snowstorms, with sub-zero temperatures that would paralyze less adapted breeds. Furthermore, the Highland can survive on rough grazing, feeding on short grasses, lichens, mosses, and shrubs, without compromising health or reproductive capacity. This makes the breed ideal for remote mountainous areas where other breeds would require constant supplementation or complex shelters. A fascinating aspect of the Highland is its instinctive intelligence. Breeders report that these bulls can memorize grazing routes, identify safe locations during storms, and even find hidden water sources in valleys and slopes. This environmental awareness makes the Highland extremely self-sufficient, capable of making quick decisions to ensure its own survival and that of the herd without constant human intervention. Highland meat is also highly prized. Low in fat and rich in omega-3, it offers intense flavor and unique texture, winning awards in international culinary competitions. The production process is natural. Animals raised on open pastures in harsh climates with varied diets develop tasty, healthy meat recognized worldwide by chefs and consumers seeking quality and sustainability. Stories of Highland strength and endurance are legendary. One famous account tells of a snowstorm in Inverness, during which a group of Highland bulls survived 5 days isolated on a mountain. When found, they were calmly gathered under an ice-covered oak tree, using their horns to dig small areas and access the little pasture hidden beneath the snow. This episode became a symbol of the breed's resilience and unbreakable spirit. Beyond economic and culinary roles, Highlanders perform important ecological functions. In nature reserves in Germany, Switzerland, and the UK, they are used to maintain open ecosystems, control vegetation, disperse seeds, and promote biodiversity. Their natural grazing behavior helps preserve habitats for various birds and small mammals, proving the Highland is multifaceted, productive, resilient, and ecologically valuable. Culturally, the Highland is a Scottish icon. Its image appears on stamps, coins, cultural events, and local festivals, symbolizing not only physical strength but also the deep connection between the breed and Highland life. Each bull represents centuries of adaptation, natural selection, and conscious human management, transforming each animal into a living Scottish heritage. Moreover, the Highland is highly resistant to common cattle diseases, further enhancing durability and genetic value. Its reproductive capacity is impressive. Healthy females produce calves with high survival rates, and active males ensure vigorous, robust genetics for future generations. This has established the Highland as one of the most reliable breeds for farmers needing to balance productivity, sustainability, and animal welfare in extreme environments. Visually, the Highland is striking. Its long, dense coat sways with the wind, standing out on snow-covered hills or lush green pastures. Each step is accompanied by the elegant movement of powerful muscles beneath the skin, conveying controlled strength and rustic grace. The contrast between coat color, red, black, or gold, and the natural environment makes the Highland one of the most photogenic and aesthetically remarkable animals in the bovine world. In summary, the Highland is not just a hardy bull, it embodies robustness, intelligence, adaptability, and natural beauty. Every feature, from its coat to its horns, from its temperament to its survival skills, results from centuries of evolution and human selection. It combines the strength of a mountain worker with the grace of a wild animal and the instinctive intelligence of a born survivor. Breeders, chefs, and conservationists worldwide continue to admire and study the Highland, ensuring the breed not only survives but thrives. It remains a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and tradition. A true hairy knight dominating the mountains, protecting the herd, and enchanting all who are lucky enough to cross its path. Number 10. At first glance, the Dexter looks like a toy bull, but don't be fooled by its size. This small Irish giant is pure strength in compact form. Originating from southwest Ireland, the Dexter was bred by farmers who needed an all-terrain animal, tough, productive, and easy to maintain on small properties. An adult male rarely exceeds 1.10 meters in height and weighs between 300 and 450 kilos, less than half of many commercial breeds. But the most surprising thing is that despite its size, the Dexter is strong, long-lived, and very prolific. It can produce high-quality meat and is also an excellent dairy cow when it comes to females. There's a story that farmers proudly tell. During the Irish Great Famine in the 19th century, many families survived thanks to a single Dexter that provided milk, worked in the field, and even served as food. A triple-purpose cow in a small body. Nowadays, its popularity has grown again, especially among those pursuing rural self-sufficiency or agroecological practices. Its meat is dark, tender, and intensely flavorful, and its hardiness makes it a genetic gem for crossbreeding. The Dexter proves you don't have to be giant to be impressive. Now, we cross the ocean toward hot lands where the sun burns the skin and insects show no mercy. Number 9. Red Brahman, the gladiator of the South. When it comes to resilience, strength, and adaptation to tropical climates, no cattle breed embodies these qualities as clearly as the Red Brahman. Originally from India, but carefully refined and adapted to the conditions of the Americas, especially in the hot regions of South America, Central America, and the southern United States, the Red Brahman is, without exaggeration, a true gladiator of tropical livestock. This red breed, one of the most impressive Brahman variations, combines unique physical characteristics with biological resilience and instinctive intelligence that fascinate breeders and researchers worldwide. Physically, the Red Brahman is immediately recognizable. Its loose, supple skin is not only an aesthetic feature, but an essential evolutionary adaptation for dissipating heat in scorching climates. This extra layer of skin functions as a natural ventilation system, allowing the animal to regulate its body temperature efficiently. Add to this its long ears, which act almost like radiators by increasing surface area for heat exchange, and the prominent hump hump over its shoulders, which stores strategic fat reserves, ensuring energy during periods of pasture scarcity or thermal stress. An adult red Brahman bull can weigh between 800 and 1,100 kilograms, exhibiting well-defined muscles, a deep torso, and sturdy legs capable of traversing rugged terrain without fatigue. As it walks across the pasture, each step conveys controlled power, balance, and silent strength. This physical prowess is not just for show. It allows the red Brahman to endure intense workloads and long days under the tropical sun, conditions that would quickly exhaust other breeds. Breeders in regions like Mexico, northeastern Brazil, Colombia, and Florida report bulls covering more than 15 kilometers per day under temperatures above 40 OC, maintaining not only pace but also feed efficiency and weight gain. The red Brahman's endurance goes beyond muscle. Its skin secretes highly efficient sweat glands, paired with eyes adapted to minimize parasite impact and the ability to absorb and reflect solar radiation, making the animal a true biological survival machine. This combination of traits allows it to withstand prolonged periods of intense heat, temperature fluctuations, high humidity, and even occasional droughts while maintaining health, productivity, and vitality. One of the most fascinating aspects of the red Brahman is its instinctive intelligence. Breeders and researchers observed that these animals possess navigational skills, spatial memory, and environmental awareness far above average for cattle. They can identify shaded areas, water sources, and even subtle changes in the weather, adapting their behavior to optimize well-being without constant human intervention. This natural intelligence combines with a remarkably docile temperament, surprising many who encounter the red Brahman for the first time. Despite its imposing appearance and muscular build, these animals can be managed relatively easily if their natural behaviors and needs are respected. Red Brahman meat is another highlight. While slightly leaner than some European beef breeds, it offers superior quality, balanced flavor, and good texture, making it highly valued in markets that prioritize resilience, sustainability, and efficiency. Additionally, the breed's reproductive longevity is impressive. Healthy cows can produce calves for many years with high survival rates, while bulls maintain fertility and vigor for long periods, enhancing the genetic value of each animal. Historically, the red Brahman also represents global livestock adaptation and improvement. Brought from India to the southern United States and later crossed with local breeds in Central and South America, it became the foundation of numerous genetic improvement programs. In Brazil, for example, it is used to produce hybrids with heat resistance, meat and milk productivity, and robustness to withstand endemic diseases. Its bloodline and genetics are so valued that purebred bulls can fetch high prices at international auctions, representing a living asset of enormous economic and strategic value. Culturally, the red Brahman holds a symbolic position in tropical rural communities. It is seen not only as a source of food and income, but also as a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and agricultural wisdom. Breeders tell stories of bulls crossing rivers, facing storms, and still returning to the corral healthy and strong. Each animal becomes part of the family legacy, passing on genetics, resilience, and knowledge through generations of careful management. Moreover, the red Brahman is extensively studied by veterinary and agronomic science. Researchers investigate its heat tolerance, feed efficiency, parasite resistance, and genetic adaptability. Its social behavior, cognitive skills, and grazing patterns provide valuable data to improve sustainable livestock programs, enhancing efficiency and animal welfare in various tropical regions worldwide. Visually, the red Brahman is a fusion of majesty and elegance. Its vibrant reddish coat reflects sunlight, highlighting every muscle curve, every skin fold, and every feature defining its strength. As it walks through the pasture, it exudes energy and serenity simultaneously, reminding everyone that it is not just physical strength but natural balance and biological adaptation. Each bull is a living example of natural selection and human improvement, where resilience, efficiency, beauty, and temperament come together in perfect harmony. In short, the red Brahman is not just livestock, it is a true tropical gladiator. It embodies strength, endurance, intelligence, adaptability, and docility in almost legendary proportions. Every aspect of its biology, from skin to metabolism, has been shaped to survive and thrive in the harshest climates. Every step it takes in the pasture demonstrates efficiency, every gaze conveys calm and understanding, and every muscle reflects the genetic perfection centuries in the making. Breeders, scientists, and livestock managers worldwide continue to admire and study the red Brahman, ensuring this breed not only survives but thrives, becoming a global reference in tropical resilience, productivity, and sustainable management. If the Dexter can be considered a small northern fighter, the red Brahman is undoubtedly the unbeatable gladiator of the South, a living legend of global livestock. Number 8. Guará, the agricultural colossus of Brazil. Imagine a majestic beast with imposing horns that curve like swords, and a body sculpted to withstand the wildest nature. This is the Guará, a breed that combines India's ancestral strength with Brazil's livestock passion. Originally from Gujarat, India, the Guará arrived in Brazil in the late 19th century, where it found a new home and became one of the pillars of tropical cattle farming. An adult male can easily exceed 1,000 kilos in weight and reach up to 1.70 meters at the shoulder, but its true power lies in its versatility. It is suitable for both meat and work, and in the case of females, even for milk. Its long, thick horns not only make it appear like a mythological creature, but also give it an air of authority in open fields. Some farmers in Brazil's hinterlands claim that a single Guará can plow more than a small tractor, without gasoline. Furthermore, its hardiness is legendary. It withstands high temperatures, walks long distances without water, and resists tropical diseases without intensive treatment. That's why it's a preferred breed for crossbreeding. When mixed with European breeds, it passes on its resilience without compromising meat quality. The Guará is, without a doubt, the agricultural colossus of the tropics, a creature that helped build modern livestock farming in the southern hemisphere. Number 7. Limousin, the French athlete. From the green hills of central France emerges a bull that combines elegance, strength, and efficiency like no other, the Limousin. Known as the athlete of the bovine world, this bull appears sculpted from red marble. Its defined musculature, majestic stance, and balanced temperament make it a true champion of the field. An adult male can weigh between 1,000 and 1,300 kilos, with an average shoulder height of 1.40 meters. Its characteristic color, ranging from golden to deep red, shines under the sun, as if wearing a copper armor. But it's not all about appearance. The Limousin is a machine of efficiency. It adapts well to both cold and heat, requires less feed to gain weight, and its meat is renowned for tender texture with low fat, ideal for demanding palates and gourmet markets. Did you know that in France there are competitions where Limousin bulls parade like Olympic athletes? And it's no joke. Their proportions are award-winning. The firmness of their muscles and even the shape of their legs are judged. Some champions are sold for tens of thousands of euros. In short, the Limousin is not just a beautiful and powerful bull, it's also a smart investment for modern meat production. It is the perfect example of how genetic selection and careful livestock management can create an animal as strong as it is refined. Number 6. Charolais, the white tank of France. From the historic and picturesque region of Charolais, in the heart of Burgundy, emerges one of the most imposing and admired cattle breeds on the planet, the Charolais. At first glance, the animal impresses with its almost majestic presence. A combination of robustness, anatomical harmony, and pure strength. It is no exaggeration to call the Charolais a true living white tank, a biological machine that unites extraordinary musculature, gentle temperament, and unmatched efficiency in meat production. Each specimen is the result of centuries of careful genetic selection and breeding, which began over 400 years ago when Burgundy breeders realized they could shape cattle to meet both agricultural needs and the high-quality meat market. The history of the Charolais is rich and deeply rooted in French tradition. Initially bred for heavy labor, transporting loads, and farm support, the Charolais quickly stood out for its strength and endurance. Over time, breeders noticed that the breed not only handled intensive tasks, but also displayed efficient feed conversion, turning pasture into lean meat with yields higher than other breeds. This trait, combined with the animal's impressive size, made the Charolais a global reference in cattle farming. Physically, the Charolais is a masterpiece of proportion and power. An adult bull can exceed 1,000 kilos in weight and measure around 1.65 meters at the shoulder, displaying a long, deep, and massive body. Its muscular trunk extends in harmony, supported by robust legs, strong bones, and resilient hooves that allow it to endure strenuous activity. Its creamy creamy white coat is not only aesthetically beautiful, but also a hallmark of the breed, giving it an aura of silent, almost noble authority. Observing a Charolais leaves one with the same impression as witnessing a walking fortress. Imposing, balanced, and impressive in every movement, the Charolais excels not only in physical strength, but also in productive efficiency. Its meat is highly valued, characterized by low-fat content, tender texture, and refined flavor. For this reason, Charolais genetics are widely used in crossbreeding programs worldwide, including Argentina, Australia, Mexico, Spain, and Brazil. In Argentina, it is crossed with local breeds to optimize meat yield without sacrificing heat resistance. In Australia, it contributes to resilient herds in dry regions, while in Brazil, the Charolais is crossed with Zebu breeds to produce hybrids combining heat tolerance, high fertility, and excellent meat quality. Beyond its impressive musculature and feed efficiency, the Charolais has a remarkably gentle and balanced temperament, making it an ideal partner for farmers and ranchers. Unlike temperamental breeds requiring specialized handling, Charolais cattle coexist peacefully with humans and other animals, facilitating daily farm work and the maintenance of productive, organized herds. The combination of strength, docility, and endurance makes the breed admired by both experts and laypeople, solidifying its reputation as a lifetime partner on the farm. The Charolais' adaptability is another highlight. Although it originated in temperate regions of France, the breed has demonstrated the ability to thrive in diverse environments, from humid, cold pastures to dry, arid areas, thanks to its robust constitution, efficient metabolism, and natural resistance to common cattle diseases. This versatility has allowed the breed to spread to dozens of countries, always maintaining its original characteristics of strength, meat yield, and balanced temperament. Culturally, the Charolais holds an important place in French agricultural tradition. At livestock fairs, exhibitions, and competitions, the animal is treated with reverence, almost like a living work of art. Each specimen is evaluated based on physical conformation, muscular proportion, posture, weight, and behavior. Breeders proudly showcase their animals, highlighting not only strength and size, but also elegance and body harmony, attributes that turn each Charolais into a true colossus admired by the public. The visual impact of an adult bull walking with firm, confident steps is enough to convey power, stability, and genetic excellence. Economically, the Charolais has exceptional value. High lineage animals can fetch significant prices at specialized auctions, mainly due to their valuable genetics, crossbreeding potential, and superior meat production. Raising Charolais represents not only an agricultural investment, but also a genetic and cultural asset connecting tradition, science, and economy. Each bull or cow is a strategic piece in a breeding program, ensuring traits such as endurance, fertility, temperament, and yield are passed to future generations. In addition to its historical and economic importance, the Charolais is studied by modern science. Research with this breed helps understand the relationship between genetics, nutrition, and muscle development, providing insights to improve meat production in other breeds and optimize management programs. Its dense, well-distributed musculature serves as a reference for studies on bovine growth, body composition, and feed efficiency, making the Charolais not only an agricultural icon, but also a scientific model of excellence. In terms of appearance, each Charolais is unique, but all share unmistakable characteristics. Uniform white coat, pronounced muscles, deep trunk, powerful legs, and an upright posture. An adult bull truly resembles a moving tank, yet it also conveys balance, serenity, and reliability. This duality, raw strength and gentle temperament, is rare, making the Charolais an incomparable breed admired both for aesthetics and yield. Ultimately, the Charolais is far more than a farm animal. It is a historical symbol, genetic heritage, scientific reference, and cultural colossus. Every step it takes across the pasture, every calm glance, and every well-defined muscle carries centuries of selection, tradition, and adaptation. The Charolais is the true white tank of France, a perfect combination of power, intelligence, docility, and productivity. It reminds us of the strength of nature allied with careful human intervention and the human capacity to cultivate animals that are simultaneously efficient, beautiful, and culturally significant. Observing a Charolais is witnessing the excellence of cattle breeding, a synthesis of strength, beauty, history, and functionality that continues to fascinate the world today. Number 5. Belgian Blue, the bodybuilder of the bovine world. Amid the lush pastures of Belgium, where the scent of wet earth mingles with the rhythmic tolling of bells and the distant lowing of herds, exists a creature that seems to have leapt straight out of a comic book, the Belgian Blue, also known as the double-muscled bull. At first glance, it impresses with its extraordinary appearance. Broad shoulders, swollen loin, and legs reminiscent of Greek columns, each muscle perfectly defined as if sculpted by a Renaissance artist. This is not an ordinary bovine, it is a spectacle of biology, genetics, and human selection that defies imagination. The Belgian Blue is the result of centuries of selective breeding, but its most striking feature is not solely the breeder's work. It is also the product of a natural genetic mutation that inhibits the production of myostatin, a protein regulating muscle growth in mammals. Without this protein to limit development, the muscles grow at astonishing rates, creating extreme hypertrophy that would leave any human bodybuilder awestruck. This same trait makes every muscle visible to the naked eye, forming natural contours that appear perfectly molded, as if evolution itself had experimented with superhero proportions. The breed's history dates back to the 19th century, when Belgian breeders began crossing different local cattle lineages to produce strong, resilient animals with superior meat yield. Over decades, careful selection favored animals with greater musculature, better skeletal conformation, and docile temperament. The result was a breed that quickly stood out at agricultural fairs and international exhibitions, stealing the show with its unmatched presence and symmetry. The Belgian Blue's body is a symphony of muscles. A robust neck connects to broad shoulders, the chest is deep and full, the back resembles ridges of muscle mass, and the powerful arched hind legs support an animal easily exceeding 1,100 kilos in adult weight. The loin in particular is remarkable, a continuous band of muscle extending from the shoulder to the rump, providing not only strength but also imposing aesthetics. Visually, the animal conveys concentrated power like an Olympic athlete ready to compete, but in this case, the challenge is survival and adaptation to life on the farm. Despite its intimidating appearance, these bulls are remarkably gentle. The balanced temperament results from careful selection. Breeders always sought animals that could coexist with humans and other cattle safely. This balance between immense strength and peaceful behavior is one reason the breed has garnered admirers worldwide. In Spain, Mexico, the United States, and beyond, the Belgian Blue is synonymous with genetic excellence and advanced management. Experienced breeders study each animal, analyzing conformation, behavior, and pedigree to maintain lineage quality. Belgian Blue meat is another point of fascination, extremely lean, with very little intramuscular fat, yet still tender and flavorful. For gourmets and chefs, it is a delicacy, ideal for high-protein, low-fat diets. Cuts like steaks, fillets, and medallions are highly prized for their balance of flavor and texture. Specialty restaurants frequently highlight the Belgian origin of their cuts, elevating the animal's status to a symbol of culinary luxury and sophistication. However, the Belgian Blue's life is not all glamour and beauty. The extreme size of calves, a consequence of enhanced musculature, makes natural births rare. In most cases, cesarean sections are required to ensure the safety of mother and calf. This necessitates specialized management, making Belgian Blue breeding a task for experienced, committed producers. Nevertheless, the breed's valuable genetics make the effort worthwhile. Careful selection ensures desirable traits, muscle hypertrophy, docile temperament, structural conformation are passed to future generations, preserving the breed's legacy and guaranteeing its presence in elite herds worldwide. Beyond its physical attributes, the Belgian Blue has a profound cultural impact. At fairs and livestock exhibitions, it not only parades but captures everyone's attention, becoming the event's star. Breeders report that the arrival of a Belgian Blue at a fair triggers awe, applause, and instant photos. It is simultaneously a genetic trophy, a showcase of artificial selection power, and an icon of modern agriculture. In videos and documentaries, the image of a Belgian Blue traversing vast pastures conveys a cinematic sense, strength, aesthetics, and elegance concentrated in a single being. International crossbreeding programs demonstrate the global reach of this breed. Its genetics are used to enhance herd productivity, improve meat production efficiency, and create animals with traits tailored to local markets. Each bull carries centuries of selection, strategic choices, and natural mutations in its DNA, becoming a living time capsule of bovine evolution. Even more more impressive is the relationship between the Belgian Blue and science. Researchers study the myostatin mutation to understand muscle growth regulation, not only in cattle, but in biological models that can influence veterinary and human medicine. They explore the application of genetic knowledge for muscle treatments, rehabilitation, and atrophy prevention. In this way, the Belgian Blue transcends agriculture, becoming a living example of natural genetic engineering. Finally, the Belgian Blue teaches us about limits, power, and adaptation. It is a perfect hybrid of nature and human intervention, a creature that defies expectations, combining strength and docility, beauty and functionality. Observing a Belgian Blue in the pasture, one cannot help but marvel at the symmetry of its muscles, the elegance of its movements, and the genetic history it carries. It is truly the bodybuilder of the bovine world, a creature that embodies strength, discipline, and pure aesthetic. Number 4. Maine-Anjou, the balanced colossus. In the heart of northwestern France, amidst green hills and cornfields, one of the noblest and most balanced giants of the bovine world was born, the Maine-Anjou, with a deep red coat adorned with white patches and a physical structure that commands respect. This colossus can reach up to 1,000 kilos in adult bulls and exceed 1.70 meters in height. But beyond size, the Maine-Anjou is an almost perfect combination of strength, docility, and productivity. Originating from the Anjou region in the 19th century, this breed was developed to serve both agricultural labor and meat production, quickly becoming a favorite among French cattle breeders. Today, its marbled, juicy meat is considered among the most flavorful in the world. Interestingly, despite their colossal appearance, these animals are surprisingly calm and easy to handle. On many family farms, they are raised with care, and it is not uncommon to see a Maine-Anjou walking alongside children at rural livestock shows, a gentle giant, tireless worker, and source of premium meat. What more could one ask for? Number 3. Chianina, the Italian titan of ancient Rome. Can you imagine a cattle breed that accompanied Roman emperors and gladiators in their daily diet? Meet the majestic Chianina, the true titan of the bovine world. Originating from the Val di Chiana in Tuscany, Italy, it is one of the oldest cattle breeds in the world, with historical records dating back over 2,000 years. Its fame was built not only on its imposing size, but also on its symbolic value. Romans used it in religious ceremonies due to its pure white color and majestic presence. And with good reason, a mature bull can weigh up to 1,000 kilo and reach more than 180 meters at the shoulder, making it the tallest cattle breed in the world. Despite its enormous size, its meat is of exceptional quality, especially in the famous bistecca alla Fiorentina, a culinary icon of Tuscany. Its well-defined musculature, heat resistance, and ability to graze on mountainous terrain make this breed a living legend. In some rural areas of Italy, Chianina cattle are still used in traditional parades, adorned with flower crowns, symbolizing strength, prosperity, and unmatched bovine beauty. Number 2. Gaur, the wild beast of Asia. Imagine walking through the humid forests of India or Southeast Asia and suddenly hearing a deep growl among the trees. It is not an elephant, it is the Gaur, the largest wild bull on the planet, standing over 2 meters at the shoulder and weighing up to 2,500 kilolor. This colossus lives in complete freedom, far from human domestication. Its black body, ivory curved horns, and defined musculature seem straight out of a fantasy film, or a nightmare if encountered head-on. Despite its size, the Gaur is a shy and elusive animal, but when threatened, it can strike with enough force to overturn vehicles. A true force of nature. Locals call it Seladang and revere it for its power. In some regions of India, it is considered sacred and a symbol of virility and resilience. In the wild, these giants feed on dense grass, bamboo, and forest fruits, covering up to 20 kilometers daily in search of food and water. In a world dominated by domesticated cattle, the Gaur stands as a powerful reminder of untamed nature. Number 1. Ankole, the Emperor of Horns. Finally, at the top of our list rises a bull not only for its size, but for the majesty of its colossal horns. The Ankole, also known as a Tutsi, is the true African emperor, native to Central and East Africa. This sacred bull of the Tutsi and Ankole peoples is unmistakable. Its horns can measure over 2.5 feet from tip to tip, giving it both a mythological appearance and incredible functionality. They act as natural radiators, dispersing heat and helping regulate body temperature. An adult bull weighs weighs between 600 and 900 kilos, but its presence feels even more powerful due to the elegance of its gait, as if aware it is a living legend. In Rwanda and Uganda, these bulls are treated as sacred animals, symbols of status and living cultural heritage. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting videos appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.